Is XRP on a moon mission? Are we heading to the moon? How soon? When? Well, stay tuned as I dig deeper into this very topic. Let's do this. Hello everyone, I am 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 and this is your channel for Apex Bitcoin and crypto news. And today we're going to discuss XRP and its potential moon mission. So it's important to understand when it comes to Ripple, you need to understand the difference between the project itself and the XRP token. So if you go ahead and look here, you can understand that the company itself is Ripple, okay? And then there's a project spinoff that's been developed called the Ripple Network, which is basically a network built on top of the consensus ledger, which is now called XRP. So Ripple, and then the consensus ledger, and its native token is XRP. So it's important to remember. So like, for example, you can't compare it to Bitcoin to BTC. They're different, and that's even stated here. One cannot say that Ripple and XRP are the name and ticker of the same cryptocurrency. So remember, Ripple is a company. RippleNet is a payment gateway powered by XRP Ledger. And Ripple's basically going to be tapping into our banking system on the crypto side of things and allowing money to be transferred much more quickly, efficiently, and easy. How Ripple works: there were 3 engineers that designed this back in 2011. David Schwartz, Arthur Britto, and 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪. Apologies if any of that was mispronounced. They set out to create a more sustainable consensus algorithm. This is very important, a kind of Bitcoin without mining, if you will. Since XRP does not use blockchain technology, it does not rely on mining and staking to confirm transactions. Instead, the network utilizes a proprietary consensus algorithm called Ripple Protocol Consensus Algorithm, also known as RPCA. As you can see, unlike most cryptocurrency projects that serve the needs of a decentralized network, Ripple is built to serve various banks, payment providers, and crypto exchanges. Go ahead and look at all the different deals they've already struck. So over 50 countries have been included in these deals, and companies as big as Bank of America and American Express. So remember, we're still very early with crypto. We're even earlier with the banking side and the future of crypto. So like I said in my previous videos, you need to think of the future, either create a better vision or get ahead of it. This is part of what I'm talking about. Now, obviously this is going to come with great risk, but remember, the greater the risk, potentially, the greater the reward. I also want to show you that Ripple has been named in the top 200 fintech companies for this year. As you can see here, Ripple, based out of San Francisco, United States obviously is the country, and it's part of the digital payments. Let's look at another positive article here showing, this is out of Forbes, that crypto now braced for $6 trillion gold earthquake in 2024. Remember, I just mentioned that everything is going to start to erupt next year. We need to start planning this year. We got to get ahead of what's coming. And this is obviously after XRP led Bitcoin and Ethereum price boom. So a lot of exciting and powerful stuff coming up here. Let's look at the moon theory, the most bullish prediction I've seen. And then I'm going to jump into what I'm looking at as well. Shannon Thorpe, a business support manager at Wells Fargo, was talking about her insights on XRP, how powerful it is with the initiative of what it's doing to the banks and transferring of money, and her price prediction on what she sees on the back end as she works in this industry. And just to sum this up, basically, I highlighted this important point here. Based on these facts, Thorpe said her price prediction is anywhere from $100 to $500 near short term, 4 to 7 months. Unbelievably bullish. In my opinion, a little too bullish, but again, I just want to show you what people are actually talking about in the industry. Now, in order to understand a realistic price prediction, I went ahead and made this chart to show you. Market capitalization is everything. We really need to pay close attention to that. And the way you get this formula is simply the current price times circulating supply is going to equal the market capitalization. So as of the making of this video, XRP has been hovering between 66 and 67 cents. The circulating supply currently is 52.6 billion, just give or take. And that's going to put the market capitalization right now currently at 35.2 billion. And if we jump over here at coin market cap, you can go ahead and see market cap 35.4 billion. So 35, it literally jumped to 0.5 as we're filming this live. So you can just kind of see where these numbers are coming from. Now, in order for us to get to $5 for the price of XRP, the market cap would have to get to 262.5 billion, roughly the price of market cap of Ethereum. Ethereum is just a hair under that. And pay attention at Bitcoin at 568 billion. So what's going to end up happening here? All these dream prices are looking again at Shannon's price here at the 100 to 500. You have to understand for 500, and here's the 100 to be realistic, 5.2 trillion, and the 500 one would have to be 26 trillion. Now again, is that out of the question? No, but absolute global mass adoption would have to take over. Every single bank, every single transaction of money would have to switch over to XRP. Could that happen? Yes. Do I believe that's happening this year or next year? Probably not. But I am very bullish on XRP. I'm just a little more realistic with my price predictions here. Because again, I'm showing you the proof. I'm showing you what actually has to happen. But just remember, when you're dealing with cryptocurrency, anything can happen. The world is still new to this. You are the smart people for watching this channel and trying to educate yourself. Because as you maneuver through the maze of cryptocurrency, those who are smart enough to truly peer into the future and see this stuff, those are the ones who are going to be rewarded. But this is one of those things where you're going to have some diamond hands, but you're also going to have a lot of brains to kind of maneuver through this, because XRP is still not fully out of the woods yet when it comes to the court hearings and stuff, even though we had a huge victory that XRP is not a security. But remember, I'll keep saying it, we're super early. But again, that's when you want to start buying if you have conviction like this guy does. As I was talking about with Bitcoin, in the next bull market starting next year, even though the bull market has started now, we're in it, it's just the baby phases. We haven't gotten that rush of altcoins followed by the massive pump of Bitcoin. My realistic price prediction, $5 to $10 to me is extremely realistic in the next bull run. Basically, Bitcoin just needs to get above where it was in the prior cycle, which in my opinion should be easily achieved. I think Bitcoin is easily going to get up to more like $120,000 to $150,000 in the next bull cycle. That is easily going to 4 or 5x its market capitalization, which is also going to put XRP right in this range of $10 to $15 to maybe even $20. Another very important thing to remember, because I want to be full transparent with you and try to teach you and give you all the knowledge possible so you can make the best decision. And remember, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm here to teach you and help you, and this is always for entertainment purposes. But if you're smart and we think and grow together, you can decide which side of the coin and equation you want to be on. Let's go ahead and look at something called float. Now, in the stock market, float is important. Float is basically how many shares are available. So here you can see floating stock is the number of shares available for trading of a particular stock. Now, float is much more difficult to figure out in cryptocurrency. In a way, it's almost impossible because, like for example, with Ripple, the way it works is Ripple has a ledger. There's 100 billion tokens total. As you can see here, the circulating supply is 52.7 billion. There's 100 billion total. So the other 47 billion and change is being held in the treasury of RippleNet. And some of it is being released periodically each month. We don't know how many, we don't know how often. that's just something to keep in mind. As this number grows, the circulating supply, I went ahead and made a chart of it at max, at 100 million. As you can see, if we want to sustain that $10 price target, we would have to go to a $1 trillion market cap. So even if we stay where we are at 66 cents, if the circulating supply almost doubles, so does the market capitalization price. So we now have to be at 66 billion. So this is just, I want to bring this to your attention. Not a lot of people talk about this, but this is one of those things that it's important. It's hard to wrap your head around, but just always be aware. I want to give you as much knowledge as possible so you can make the best educated decision on your own. Remember, this is the max number with the max supply at these prices currently. This is our actual current price and market cap right now. These numbers are going to constantly be correlating back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I'm showing you, if when you hear someone who's like, oh, XRP is going to $100 next bull cycle, well, you have to be able to prove we're going to get to a $5.2 trillion market cap. So if that happens, then I sure hope you have your Bitcoin and Ethereum packed. But you can kind of see where I'm going with this. Even if I'm wrong at the $10 and we split the difference at $5, wow, we're talking massive profit on XRP if you start to DCA and get in now. Much less not even talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum. So hopefully this is making sense for you. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's look at the heat maps. As you can see, XRP is down today 1.7%. I like to take a look at the bubbles as well. Here's XRP sitting. Now this is within the day as well as in the hour. You can see XRP's got a tiny little bump right now in the hour. And let's take a look at the charts. Now, we broke through this falling wedge, okay? So you can see right in this area here, we obviously broke through. Now, we have a hard support line at 55 cents. We could go down and test these numbers, but I don't know. Not really sure. I'm keeping a close watch on this. I actually DCA'd and purchased more XRP today. So remember, each week, grab a little bit, pay attention. This is when you want to buy when the chart is heading down. This looks very bearish to me. But again, I have conviction, as everything I've talked about in this video, as to why if we look longer term, this is the time you want to start packing your bags on XRP, especially knowing how powerful it is, and you're seeing now American Express come in. I actually saw a document where Bank of America is starting to write it into its code of payment transactions. So again, very futuristic stuff in the works here. So yeah, I'm keeping an eye on this. Honestly, I would love it to come down to 55 cents, but I'm not banking on it. And here's a couple of things to keep in mind. We're still waiting, right? The jury's out on BlackRock ETF for Bitcoin. We have no idea when that news is going to break, if it's going to be positive or negative. But if it's positive, you're going to be happy if you listen to me and you started DCAing, because this chart is going to turn positive rapidly. So this is a chart on the psychology of a market cycle. This is very important. Pay attention to this and definitely lean in here. First, you go through the disbelief phase. This rally will fail like the others. Then hope comes in. So imagine, a few weeks ago, XRP got the amazing news, judge ruled in our favor, XRP is not a security. We obviously are right here in this hope phase, okay? So basically, right, recovery is possible. Now keep in mind, you see some tick downs, you can still have some downward movement in the hope phase. But as I was saying, as soon as there's some good news, potentially with BlackRock, or potentially just with time passing and the bull market beginning fully, optimism is going to kick in. Again, as you can clearly see, I hope you already have taken your positions. I hope you've already DCA'd like I've been telling you, and packing your bags slowly but surely. because at this point, you do not see it come down until we pass through 1, 2, 3, 4 more phases. So from optimism, we go to belief, and then thrill, and then euphoria, and then complacency. So you start to see a lot of conjecture here in euphoria. And then we start heading down, anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation, and then anger, and then the market cycle starts over again, okay, after depression. Now, again, you can clearly see, and stay tuned to this channel as I'll walk you through each step as we hit these in the market. You're gonna have plenty of time to take your profits along the way. And I have to tell you, before I really did a lot of research on this video, I was still on the fence about what exactly I'm doing with my XRP. I have a good sized bag of XRP, but my plan initially was to ride it hard through the bull market, taking my profits, and then eventually exiting the whole position and cycle that back into Bitcoin like I usually do with everything else. But now that I'm really digging deeper into XRP and seeing the power of it, and just seeing there's a chance this could revolutionize banking, it's making me think of taking some of my bag and putting it more into long-term storage. So definitely, something to think about. So in conclusion, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, XRP looks dynamite to me. We are starting a moon mission soon. As far as how high we're gonna go, $5 to $10 to me seems extremely reasonable and doable. Could we go higher? Absolutely. The sky's always the limit with crypto, but I just like to give you educated results and educated, unbiased opinions on the mathematical research I do. So ultimately, you have the power. I empower and envision you to make the ultimate educated decision, because at the end of the day, I care about you. I appreciate you watching this video till the end. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much for staying till the end. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out these latest videos to help you on your crypto journey.